Dave Umahi. They accused the journalist of trying to embarrass and undermine Umahi, a former governor of Ebonyi State, who now oversees key federal infrastructure projects. Afia TV correspondent Chijoke Njoko now reports.
The protest followed a heated exchange between Senator Mai and Mr. Osani during a Rise TV interview. The minister reportedly asked to be allowed to speak, but Osani's sharp response draws criticism from viewers. Protesters marched through the major street of Abakaliki with placards accusing Osani of disrespecting the minister. Some of the placards read, Senator Mai is a competent and trusted in civil engineering. Arise TV and Rufai Osani must apologize now, and ABC and BOM must act against media misconduct. The group leader Damian Ono expressed disappointment over Omai's treatment on live television, saying Osani's misconduct was not only disrespectful but also amounted to media ambush.
That young man, Rufai Osani, had the effrontery in his nerve, the stimulating force. They got to ask Dave Umahi to keep quiet. Who gave him told him to keep quiet in the face of the whole world, as if that was not enough. He accused him of reporting him to Mr. President. Who is Rufai, for God's sake? For them, with all the time he's spending from state to state, from local government to local government, all the nooks and crannies of this nation, making sure that those are done according to stipulation. So he will have time to go and be discussing small Rufai with Mr. President. As if that was not enough, let me understand that. We are gathered here to make a demand. A demand, firstly, that Rufai Osani.
Anybody that knows me know that I'm an advocacy of not supporting Igbo presidency. I keep saying it. It is not about an Igbo man ruling that is the problem. If a good man rule Nigeria, everybody will enjoy it. We all are making reference now that Jonathan was better than Buhari and even the present APC government. So if a good man rule, it doesn't matter whether it's Igbo. When Yar'Adua was in power, everybody talks about how good he was. Within the 2 years plus that he was in power, everybody could make reference that he's a good man. I'm an advocacy of it, that what matters in Igbo land, as far as we are still in Nigeria, is for us to put energy in making sure that our politicians in Igbo land, whether it's a House of Rep, whether it's Senate, whether it's State House of Assembly, whether it's Councillor, whether it's a Chairman, whether it's Commissioner, it's Governor, anything that concerns us in our region is for us to make sure that good people hold their affairs, hold the positions. And one of the reasons why I don't support it is that instead of an Igbo man to be president and still score worse than Tinubu and Buhari, it's better for Fulani to continue being in power. Exactly. Even as a vice, it's better for an Igbo man not to be than an Igbo man to be in that position and score worse. That is my own. Because as Nonyege area Wayari and Kebaba, as Igbo man has not held any position since in that position, whether vice or president. Let it be that when an Igbo man will occupy there, he will perform well. Because if an Igbo man enter there and do worse, they will say, hey, Igbo people, they said Igbo people never rule. Now, an Igbo man has ruled. Look at how worse he performed. That is my own. So, it's better for an Igbo man not to be there at all. And this is why people like me will not support the protests or what people are saying about if I should apologize to Umahi. Umahi did not do well in that interview, except the different video you've watched. Ebonyi State youth should know that we are not going to be playing politics like every other people. Yes, I know that every other Nigerian say that Igbos are not united, because when their own do things, they will come out like this and protest and support their own. No, we Ndigbo are different. I've repeatedly said it, that the difference between us and them is that they are connivers. They can connive, because what you people are doing now to protest is to connive to support somebody who is not doing well. You are here when Umahi supported the present government and the Lagos state government at large to demolish their own brother's investment, Landmark Beach in Lagos, and give flimsy schools after demolishing it and change the route of the so-called coastal road. What do you call it? Did any of you protest to say that Umahi did not do right? No, Ndigbo must not play politics like others. Ndigbo must not play politics like others. We must not do the same thing because others are doing it. So this protest is dead on arrival. Rufai has been one of the Yorubas that have used his platform and the media to checkmate. And in fact, that is why even as they say the Rufai Hussaini is talking to Upenia, all of them still come to interview them because they know that Arise TV, is a place that proves that they are doing work. They know that Nigerians watch Arise TV more than NTA, more than AIT itself. Even Nigerians watch Arise TV more than, that's why they still come to Arise TV. So if Rufai Hussaini, in his way of journalist, has been insulting people, none of them will be coming back. The fact that you don't like the question does not mean that you don't like the guy, the way he approaches issues, does not mean that he has insulted Umahi. You guys should not do like this. So, Ebonyi State youth, and I know a few of you because it's not all of you. So, if this protest is based on you want to look for Umahi's attention so that at the end of the day he will pay you people, then you're a crook. And this is not the way to go. It is crafty. It is deception. Because now you are protested, you will find the group that protests and give you money. Then that is not a good call. And if he has already paid you before you protest, it's not still a good call. It shows truly something is wrong. But if you people are doing it genuinely because you felt like Rufai insulted, then something is wrong with your understanding. Something is wrong with your approach. We are not in support of what Yorubas, the media, are doing. But not because of that, we will not be able to differentiate when people are doing the right work and when people are doing bad. Because if the interview award, I didn't see anywhere where he insulted and told the man, shut up. He said, if you will keep quiet and allow me to talk, you gave you 10 minutes to talk and you reach my turn, you don't want to talk. You don't want me to talk, you are shutting me down. And you said he's accusing them, something is wrong somewhere. Nigerians are the only one who think that question is insult. If he asks anybody, are you mad? They will say you are insulting them. It's a question, it's not an insult. Insult is when somebody directly or indirectly tells you this is what it is. That's when it becomes an insult. But the question that even a medical doctor can ask, because there's a way you will behave. If everybody agree to wear white and you decide to wear black, whatever reason that makes you wear black, if you come there, you'll be different. That is madness. Then somebody who is the leader will ask, are you mad? It is a question. You have right to say yes or no. And if you say yes, they will treat you as one, as a mad person. Then if you say no, they will ask you, why are you not behaving like this? Because this is a behavior of a madman. But it's only in Nigeria you will ask such a question. People will say you're insulting people. This is why the foreigners, your Igbos, are better than us. Because a kid can ask his father, are you mad? And that's not an insult. The kids can tell the father, shut up, because that's not insult. You are making noise and you don't want people to tell you shut up because you are an elder. What kind of noise, what kind of an elder do you want to be? This thing we say, it is not our culture, it's not our culture. It's what has kept us where we are. That is why the politicians and the leaders are misbehaving and nobody will challenge them. Nobody will question them. Because they will say he's a leader, he's a senior. You don't need to talk to him like that. How do you want to address people when they do bad? You should be painting it left and right and be telling them, because you want respect. What respect is reciprocal. Elders respect younger ones respect elders. In Africa, if you ask any African man, between the African parents and the European parents or American parents, who is a better parent? Who can train a child? Well, they will tell his African parents. But when you switch the question to adults, to youth, and say, between a youth in Europe and America and a youth in Nigeria, who is a better citizen, who obey the law and constitution of their country, you will now find out that the Americans are more better citizens than us. The adults there obey the constitution. Their leaders there obey the constitution. Our leader here doesn't obey. So if truly our parents know how to train children well, how come that when we grow, we don't behave well? That will tell you that something is wrong with our understanding. It is that something that is wrong with our understanding that makes you think that this is an insult. When a child tells his parents shut up in abroad, they don't see it as an insult. They see it as giving him the right, because at the point in time he tells the parents shut up, the parents deserve to be shut up. Maybe he's talking too much and it's not making sense. But here in Africa, no, they don't train you well, they don't train you well. But yet, you that claim they train you well, when you grow old, you don't behave well, you don't obey this, you don't obey the constitution, you don't obey the law, you don't even obey the tradition, that you say this is not our culture. This is not our culture, yet you don't obey the culture, you don't obey the tradition. This is why some people don't want people to challenge their pastor, they don't want people to challenge their elders, they don't want people to challenge politicians. And that is why the politicians and the pastors and the leaders are misbehaving. Eating the money because nobody will question them, nobody will send them to jail, nobody will sentence them, nobody will ask them questions. Because when you ask them questions, when you become firm and stand your ground to ask them questions, people say you don't have respect. What respect do you want? When people are misbehaving, when people are running mad, how do you treat mad people? It's not to tie them with rope and flog themselves. Our parents don't know how to train people. If this is what people call culture, then the culture is bad. The culture is not supposed to be emulated. They will say they will train a child because they bully people in Africa. They bully children in Africa. You think that is a good thing. Then when somebody who knows his left and right starts speaking, you say he doesn't have respect. You are telling Hussein should not apologize. You should be able to tell Omai to do the right thing as a Minister of Works and Housing. Be transparent. If it's an Igbo man that is doing something, you should do it well, because I Ndigbo, we do things well. See my brother, what's his name, Emefele, he's rotting in jail because he did wrong. Is anybody advocating for him to come out? No. But we're advocating for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to come out. Even we in the South are still saying, free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Everybody is saying it that is due. If somebody do something wrong, see Ekwere Mado, he's there in jail. If people do wrong, they should be accounted for. He's a minister. It's our money that paying him. So you should be able to give figure. When they ask him question, he came to the journalists to be questioned. He came to the media to be questioned. He should be allowed to be questioned. And if they ask him question, he should amicably answer it. Not just him trying to say that, because he knows, and that is why up till now he didn't give the figure, he didn't give the answer. How much does it take to do a kilometer of a road? Simple question and answer. The guy still stand on the fence. I still stand on my initial question. How much? Give a figure. How much it takes? Because as an engineer who knows the work you are doing, you should know how much a kilometer costs to do. Yes, we know that different roads have different calculations depending on the soil or whatever they want to achieve. But the one that you have already started and commissioned, how much does it take to do a kilometer of the road? Or how much does it take? You cannot give a figure. So that you people will be able, because when you give us those figures, we can be able to calculate and know whether you are spending the money judiciously or you are just overshooting something that's supposed to be done with 10 billion. You use 100 billion to do it, and 10 Nigerians it costs us amount. No, give us the estimated figure. This is how to checkmate. This is the work of the journalist. You people should not be doing this so that we will not be seeing the Ebonyi people as people who are doing opposite of what others are doing. And any other Igbo group that want to come out to speak when something is not supposed to be should desist from it. When Igbo should come out to speak, it should be to support a good thing. Whether it's an Igbo man that did bad, we should speak against it. And whether it's an Igbo man that do good, we should speak for it. As Lesotho is performing well, everybody is talking about it. And whoever do bad, we will tell you that you are doing bad. And what is enough for the wise? Please, let this thing not repeat itself. Let them see Ebonyi people in a better way, not in a bad way. I'm out of here, Joe.